What's going on, people? Welcome back to a match preview and predicted lineups. This is the big match preview. Arsenal versus Paris Saint-Germain, UEFA Champions League semi-finals, first leg at the Emirates, people. Yes, we're in the semi-finals. At the start of the season, if you would have asked me, do you think Arsenal will be in the semi-finals of the Champions League, I would have laughed in your face. I said, no chance. But we're here against PSG. First to get the Emirates. This is everything you guys need to know. Before we do start as well, make sure you guys smash like buttons up. Leave your score predictions down below in the comments as well. I had a great preview yesterday with a PSG fan, PSG in Mo. Big up to Mo from PSG in. Amazing channel, amazing guy as well. Really respectful PSG fan. So make sure you go and check out that preview we did yesterday together on my channel as well. And he, really helped that get out there as well. So big up to him, big respect to him as well. If you want more of a PSG perspective on how they've been doing this season, if you want a more expert perspective, then go and watch that one we did, and make sure you guys are subscribing to Mo's channel as well. But let's get right into it, people. Let's get right into it. As I said, the biggest game of the Arsenal season. Um, the biggest game that we've had since, for me, I know we've in recent years we've had FA Cup finals that we won, but in terms of like a Champions League game, this is the biggest game we've had since I'll say since 2009. 2009, because that was the last time that Arsenal reached the semi-finals of the Champions League. Of course, against Man United, as we know, Ronaldo happened. But that was the last time. 2009 was the last time we reached semi-finals, people. And we're here again against PSG. Let's get right into the preview. We're going to start talking about how different is this PSG team and how different is the game going to be from the last time we faced them. If you guys do cast your minds back, I think October, November, last year, we played him in the league phase at the Emirates as well. And at first, we were sitting there thinking it'll be a good test for Arsenal, really good test for Arsenal. Yes, it wasn't a fully strength PSG side. There's missing one of their key players in Ousmane Dembele, but they still have some very good players in there. They still play likes of Hakimi. I think they still have Marquinhos. I think they still had Mendes played. I think Dessa Doué played the game as well. Barcola played. I think they played Canning Lee up front though for them. So, and I think they had João Neves and Zaire Emery in the midfield. So they had a different team, but they still had some players that will play against us obviously tomorrow. But how different is the PSG from last time? Well, I think the game, and I don't want it to be, but I think it's gonna be very different to what we saw in a 2-0 game. I thought we played very well in that 2-0 game, especially in the first half as well. We was clinical in the first half. Havertz getting the goal. I think Saka scoring from that free kick as well. And then we sort of defended really well in the second half as well. PSG couldn't break us down whatsoever in um, that first game that we played against them in the league phase. They went on to lose to Atletico Madrid at home. They went to lose to Bayern Munich at home. Away when they lost to Bayern Munich as well. Teams beat them, PSG, in the league phase. They actually had to play. I think did they play the playoffs? Yeah, they did, didn't they? Against Stade Brest, of course. So it's for me a completely different team, and there's a number of reasons why. I think the recruitment that PSG did in the window, signing of course, Kvaratskhelia was a bargain signing. 62 million for that type of player is superb. But I think as the season's gone along, Luis Enrique has learned and he's found a system and he's found a style play for PSG and he's trusting these players and and they have the trust in him and they have the belief in him. They're playing for the manager. I think that proved in the Liverpool game. I think it proved in the Aston Villa game. Even when you thought that there could be signs a bit of inexperience in their team when they capitulated against Aston Villa, in that second leg. Villa needed one more goal, but they had that resilience to keep the lead and to see it through. I think previous PSG teams in the past, if they're in that position, would have folded. So I think there's a big mentality change at PSG. Luis Enrique just came in there and let's not forget he has that experience already of winning the Champions League with Barcelona. He's been here and done it. And PSG as a team as well have been here and done it as well. In these situations, semi-finals, they've had that more experience. But for me, that means nothing because we just play Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. We just play Real Madrid and Real Madrid, they 15-time winners. They're the most experienced, the biggest heritage team that in the competition. and we handle business. And we handle business, people. So it's going to be a very different PSG side, a side that is playing as a collective, a side with some quality players, a side that will give us a very, very good game. But we should not be going into this game feeling scared of PSG. I have, me looking as outside, as an Arsenal fan, as a PSG, looking into PSG, the respect is there. We have to respect them because of what they're doing this season. They're a French giant. They've been winning league and year in year out. They dominated this season as well. They beat Liverpool, who didn't win the league this season. They beat Villa as well this season. So to get here, they deserve to be here, PSG. But so do we as well at the end of the day. And we should be definitely fancy our chances to go all the way in the final. It's really simple as that. But the game for me will be completely different. Different PSG team, different Arsenal team as well, I'd say. Different Arsenal team as well. So yeah, that is that there as well. Let's go to what to expect. I sort of spoke about it, a bit just there on what to expect from PSG, but I expect a complete different team to the team we saw first comes to the Emirates, guys. In that first sort of that league phase game. Sorry about the dog in the background, guys. I apologize. But yeah, it's just barking as always. You know how it is, people. I'm not ending the stream. I'm not ending the video, people. If you're watching this right now, then big up in the chat. But yeah, as I was saying, people, what to expect from PSG? A complete different PSG side. They're playing as a collective. They deserve to be here. As I pretty much mentioned, they've got a really good manager in Luis Enrique. He's had that experience already of winning the Champions League, as I mentioned before. The rebuild that he's done at PSG has been extraordinary to see. The fact that they've gone and they signed 11 new players last summer, he had to rebuild the team from scratch effectively. And then the thing with PSG teams, they had all the Galactico sort of basis where Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, there's no chemistry there. There's no chemistry there. They never won the Champions League. With this PSG side, you see a collective. You see a team that's playing for their manager. You see a team that's playing for each other. And they're very, very dangerous. And all areas as well. They get goals all areas. And they're very strong in every area, I'd say. Goalkeeper Donnarumma has been superb, especially Champions League this season. We know how good he can be. They got a solid defense with Mendes, Hakimi. The two centre backs, Marquinhos, Pacho, looking really good. The midfield's looking fantastic with Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha's been outstanding, and of course, João Neves is there as well. And then the attack's frightening. It is Dessa Doué looking like Neymar-esque. He's completely changed around his form. He's got confidence in him. It's a much more better player. Kvaratskhelia, absolute baller. No questions asked about him. Sorry, Ousmane Dembele as well, playing as a striker, sort of like as a false nine. Like, who knew? Looking like the Dembele from Dortmund days, even better than that. So yeah, they're playing as a proper team, man. It's going to be a very, very tough game. And in terms of their approach, they sorry, pardon me. They may be a bit more pragmatic in how they approach because they know how good we are at the Emirates, and they're going to do their homework from that first leg against Real Madrid. They're going to see Arsenal. Oh, hold on a minute, we better be careful here because if we go at Arsenal, we saw that in Real Madrid that 3-0 game. But at the same time, look what they did to Liverpool, for example, at the Parc des Princes. That first leg they demolished Liverpool, demolished them, so they counter attack as well. And that's my biggest fear for PSG is the counter attack. Then when the counter attack is frightening. I don't think they didn't have that in the first in the league phase where they had Mawani up front, they had Canning Lee, and then Mawani came off the bench. They didn't create, and we defended really well. To be fair, it's only really like Hakimi. I remember trying to create stuff for them. So this is a different PSG side in the counter attack as well. We've got to really watch out for that as well. This is most likely going to be. Sorry, let's go because I'm been through them already. Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Hakimi. As I said, I've been through the whole team pretty much. They've got a very, very good collective of players there. So I've been through that already. In terms of how they're going to line up, then it's going to be the same formation as we play. Donnarumma in goal, back four, Hakimi, Pacho, and Marquinhos with Mendes at left back. Three in the midfield will be Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, and João Neves. And then the front three, most likely is going to be Dessa Doué, Dembele, and Kvaratskhelia. I mean, no Bradley Barcola. He's an option off the bench as well. I mean, they've got some players like Barcola, Gonçalo Ramos, Zay Emery, the BTAC one year he's on the bench. Yeah, some other players who come on and causing problems here and there. But other than that, that's their team right there, people. That most likely going to go. So Arsenal side of things, as we know, guys, we're going to be without Thomas Partey, one of our key midfielders, one of our best players this season. There'll be no Thomas Partey, guys. So hopefully it won't be too big a miss, but this is what I see answer. I go with Rare in goal for me. Back four, Jurian Timber, right back. Lewis Skelly, left back. Simple as that, really. Kivior and Saliba, two centre backs. Kivior deserves to be playing this game. You know, he's been exceptional. So he's in there. That's the same back four. It's got to be in a back four. No other back four for me apart from that one. It works against Real Madrid. You do it again for me. If it ain't broken, why try and change it around? Or whatever the saying is. Midfield three without Partey. What are we gonna do? I think he's gonna do this. Mikel Marino will be playing in the midfield, back in the midfield. Odegaard and Rice as well alongside him. Rice once again. We get a free kick. We know what time it is, people. And actually watching when Liverpool played against PSG defending well in set pieces, but Liverpool had a lot of set pieces. So, and they almost scored from the set pieces as well. So that gives me a bit of confidence that we could maybe do the same as well when it comes to set pieces. But yeah, Rice, as we know, on the free kick, get him on the free kicks. Odegaard has got to step up. Captain of Arsenal Football Club, you've got to step up. Yeah, Odegaard, you've got to step up in this type of game. You've got to step up, mate. There's no questions about it. Odegaard, you've got to step up. If you don't step up, because he's been awful this season. But anyway, let's just pray that he steps up. Front three for me, Saka on the right. Simple as that. It's going to be a very good battle up against a very solid Nuno Mendes who gets forward really well. But yeah, Saka, he's going to have Timber behind him as well as always. That'd be a good battle against Nuno Mendes. Same with Martinelli and Hakimi as well. Lewis Skelly's got to watch out for Hakimi because we know Hakimi loves, and Mendes as well. They love to bomb forward. They love to bomb forward and they love to create chances. So we've got to watch out for them as well. And then leading the line, of course, is going to be Trossard for me. He played against Palace. I think he'll maybe do the same thing again. My only change, if you want to play Marino up front, would maybe bring in someone like Zinchenko into the midfield. I wouldn't mind seeing Zinchenko. I wouldn't mind seeing Lewis getting into the midfield and Tini at left back, but he's not going to do that, is he? I think this is the most realistic lineup that Arteta is going to go with for the game against PSG. Let's get into the scoreboard itch and what am I going with then? I'm going with a Arsenal win. Of course, I'm going with an Arsenal win at the Emirates. I'm going Arsenal 2, PSG 1. 2-1 win. I think, we've got to definitely win this first leg. 100% got to win this first leg because we don't get a good result here. I said the same for the Real Madrid game, and we battered Real Madrid in the first leg. We battered them 3-0. We got the job done in the first leg, right? Effectively. And then we even went and used that confidence and beat them in the second leg. But I'm being serious. Like going away to Parc des Princes for that ultras and the hostile atmosphere, we need to get a good win in this first leg. And I think we're going to do that. I'll take obviously a win. So I'm going to go Arsenal 2, PSG 1. Going to be a very, very tight game. We just edge it though. And we get the 2-1 win going into the second leg at the Parc des Princes. So yeah, we win this game. We're 50% there to the final. We're 1 foot in the final if we win this game and if we get the job, if we get a good win in the first leg. So I'm going Arsenal 2, PSG 1, guys. Let me know your predictions down below as well. Appreciate everyone who watched the video, and you can catch me if you're watching this today on the Monday before the game. I'm live for a podcast tonight. If you're watching this the day after, then I'm live for a watch on tonight. So if you either watch this on match day or watch it the night before, then there we go. Appreciate you guys watching as always. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Come on, you guys. Absolutely massive game. And yeah, we're going to do it, people. We're out of here.